This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's the Herculoids, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dwell, the Big D. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So today's Saturday Morning TVLog is the Herculoids. This was a Saturday morning action-packed sci-fi series created and designed by Alex Toth. Originally produced by Hanna-Barbera, the show premiered on CBS in September of '67. Anyway, now, this show is really something. Now, the Herculoids consist of these, mysterious creatures with superpowers. And live somewhere out in space, because that's what it starts out as the intro speech. Somewhere out in space live the Herculoids. First up is Zoc, a bat-winged laser dragon. And he can emit laser beams from his eyes and tail, and his eyes also produce a mega beam that can neutralize certain energy attacks. Zoc can survive in space unaided, and is capable of interstellar travel and can also breathe fire. Next up is Igu, a giant rock ape, who I'm sure for those of you who recently saw Space Jam: A New Legacy, he actually made a cameo in this as one of the few people not few, but many people that come to see the big game. Anyway, Igu is an extremely large and powerful simian. He has extremely dense, rock-like skin and is nearly invulnerable to harm. For example, in one episode of the series, he wades through a pond of molten lava. Igu is a kind and gentle temperament, except when his loved ones or home are threatened, as well as a great fondness and devotion for one of them. One of the human characters, who I'll get to in a little bit. Next up is Tundro the Tremendous. Tundro is a 10-legged, 4-horned rhinoceros triceratops hybrid. He can shoot explosive energy rocks from his cannon horn. Now, his natural armor plating is exceptionally strong, similar to Igu's rock skin. So his armor plating kind of looks more like an armadillo or something like that. His legs have the ability to extend to a remarkable length, somewhat like stilts. He can also spin his head at blinding speed, allowing him to drill through solid rock, and has the ability to make magnificent leaps. Finally, we have Gloop and Gleep, who were also seen in Space Jam: A New Legacy. That's right. Now, these two are two protoplasmic creatures. They are able to absorb and deflect energy blasts and laser beams. Now, often placing themselves between attackers and other Herculoids to act as shields. They can also form shapes including, but not limited to, cushions, trampolines, or parachutes to break falls, stretching themselves between tree limbs or rocks to act as slingshots, encircling an attacker's limbs to restrain them, or the entire body to squeeze and render them unconscious. They can also each momentarily divide their body mass into separate portions under their full control when necessary until they quickly reunite. Gloop is the larger of the two, and Gleep is the smaller. Now, they are aided by 3 humans, who, of course, they were the ones that would communicate in English. Now, first up is Xandor, their leader. Now, and along with him is his wife Tara and son Dorno. Now, here's something I should inform you about Dorno, because, despite being the son, he still refers to his parents by their actual names rather than mother and father. However, it did change in a revival of the series, which I'll get to that in a little bit. Now, the 3 humans can also shoot similar well, energy rocks just like Tundra does with the help of slingshots. Anyway, each week they team up to protect their home planet, which was originally, I had been wondering about this for years. Their original home was called Amzot. So together they protected Amzot from sinister invaders. Anyway, such as invading robots, mad scientists, and even mutants. Yeah, really something. Anyway, after after 18 episodes were produced and aired, with two cartoons, well, pretty well done for each episode, the show ended in 1968 after one season. But however, it was continued to be rerun. However, and I've seen all these episodes. This is definitely really good. Now, actually, right at the same time their show came out, the Herculoids actually appeared in, well, the first part of the final episode of another Hanna-Barbera series, Space Ghost. Look for a Saturday Morning TVLog coming up that later on this September, which they appeared in the Molten Monsters of Motar, which of course was part of a 6-episode miniseries event to form a series finale for the original Space Ghost. Anyway, they also appeared in the Space Stars cartoon as well, which will also have a Saturday Morning TVLog later on in September as well. And this time the Herculoids take place on a planet called Quasar. But anyway, now they've also appeared in various other things. Now I found out, now most of them actually recently appeared, well, aside from Space Jam: A New Legacy, I'm reading here that Igu, Tundra, Gloop, and Gleep recently appeared in, well, the HBO Max series Jellystone, which I believe that, yeah, which just now came out recently. So I don't have HBO Max, but I'm sure it's pretty funny though. So I apologize if I gave you a heads up in case you didn't know that. They've also appeared in Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, even Family Guy, even. But anyway, that's about it. But they have appeared in various comics and in Hanna-Barbera Super TV Heroes, as well as the Cartoon Network Toonami series. In 2016, they played a major role in DC Comics' own series Future Quest, which included characters from Johnny Quest, Space Ghost, Birdman, the Galaxy Trio, Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, and Moby Dick and Mighty Mightor. Anyway, the show has been released on DVD as well. It's been featured on one of the Saturday morning cartoons of the 60s. Can't remember which volume, but if you don't have that, you can get it in the complete collection of Saturday morning cartoons that contains 60s, 70s, and 80s. Anyway, in 2011, the complete series got released on DVD through the Warner Archive. Now, just more recently, it got released on Blu-ray for the first time from the Warner Archive. So, if you don't have this series, you gotta get it and check it out. I may not have it, but I have fond memories of the Herculoids. Anyway, in 1981, they actually returned in the Space Stars series, where only one segment was produced for the 11-episode series, which I'll get to that when I talk about the show. Alright, now for our voice acting cast, we have, well, legendary Warner Brothers, well, TV star Mike Road, who has appeared in numerous Warner Bros. Series. He voices Xandor and provides vocal effects for Zoc, Igu, and Tundro. Don Misick, who, this was still before he became the original voice of Scooby-Doo, and of course he recently was the better-known voice of Dr. Benton Quest on Johnny Quest and several other Hanna-Barbera shows. He did vocal effects for Gloop and Gleep. Voicing Tara is Virginia Gregg, who would also go on to take part of some Hanna-Barbera tunes as well. If I'm not mistaken, let's see here. Well, I really don't have much, but yeah, but I know she's done some other tunes. And next up we have Teddy Eccles, who recently had, if I'm not mistaken, give me a second. Well, not recently. Who the following year would go on to voice Aaron, the little drummer boy in the popular Rankin Bass special that's singing, originally voicing Dorno. And he would also appear in several other shows, but before this he also appeared in on Mr. Ed, The Munsters, and The Big Valley. Sparky Marcus, who is currently voicing Richie Rich, did Dorno in the Space Star series, but again, I will talk about that later on when I get to Space Stars. So anyway, the Herculoids, they're awesome. All strong, all brave, all heroes. Yes. So, and I really would love it if they would make a Herculoids movie. I don't care how they do it. Maybe do you think they should make it live action or should they make anime? I mean, since after we've already seen Igu and Gloop and Gleep make cameos in Space Jam: A New Legacy, is there a possibility we will get a Herculoids movie in this Hanna-Barbera universe of movies? Well, it's a possibility, but, well, let's not jump to any conclusions yet. But I'm sure we'll get some of these characters, though. But anyway, the Herculoids, it's definitely worth looking into. I think you'll really like it if you've never seen it. Also, segments will later be shown on Cartoon Network, Super Adventures, and then later on Toonami and Boomerang as well. Now, on some occasions, Boomerang actually did air the show restored with the intro. Now, some episodes didn't have their actual intros before the episode title cards, however. But anyway, that's all I'm going to tell you. So, the Herculoids is definitely worth looking into. And I really do love it. It's one of my favorite Hanna-Barbera action-packed tunes. So, what are your thoughts on this series? Have you seen the original Herculoids? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Alright, now, if you like this, you may want to check out some of these other previous Saturday Morning TV logs. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TV log I did for Birdman and the Galaxy Trio, which came out the same year this did, or go to the upper right-hand corner for the Saturday Morning TV log of Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, which that's already become one of my most viewed Saturday Morning TV logs. Actually, I think it's my most viewed Saturday Morning TV log, as a matter of fact. Or if you want to catch up with what you might have missed last week, go to the bottom left-hand corner for the Saturday Morning TV log of the all-new Super Friends hour from 1977. Which Mike Rowe lent his voice as one of the villains in one of the big episodes. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is Pee-wee's Playhouse. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.